happens if he runs against Hillary? He'll be demolished. The woman knows the stuff.
Fantastic, and I think he's exposing really both parties and how much control the donors have. He's saying things that people have been dying for someone to say, but they won't because their donors, in the case of immigration, want the cheap labor. We saw it with Scott Walker. Trump comes out against anchor babies. Scott Walker tries to agree with him and saying, oh, I'm against anchor babies too. And then billionaire GOP donor Stanley Hubbard steps in and says, no, we're for anchor babies. And suddenly Scott Walker drops that as his position. Same thing with the 12% tax rate.
You can't just, if you disagree with him or go up against him, you drop out. You lose the money.
Well, no. You can't take positions that most Americans, I mean, it's Donald Trump and the American people against the political class.
You're right. The American people did want a business guy. They did want an outsider. He's going to be the richest commander-in-chief this nation has ever seen. There's sort of ironic, too, that the people who are criticizing right now are the same people who couldn't care less about Hillary Clinton Foundation. So there's a bit of irony there. But from a political lens, which is the lens in which I view the world, I do think there's a danger for him because right now he does have a Republican majority, but he may not in 2018. And whenever you're the party in such control as the Republican Party is right now, there's always a danger in a midterm election. Yeah. And so if I was him, I would be looking ahead at 2018. And if Democrats end up taking the Senate, for instance, there's going to, or even the House for that matter, there's going to be congressional hearings. There's going to be increased scrutiny for him, which he could get in trouble politically looking ahead to 2020. So I think he needs to have a solid a way in which he divests himself from the business that he can point to of taking the proper precautions just to protect himself politically.
Now, the mainstream media and blowhards on The View have all but crawled up this man's behind for his self-righteous little lecture to VP-elect Mike Pence last weekend. He and his castmates thought it would be appropriate to get some attention, climb up their moral pedestal, and berate our future vice president in front of an entire crowd. But it is rather interesting actor Brandon Victor Dixon is now so concerned with the moral high ground, considering his feelings toward hoes, white women, and jump-offs. Oh, but I bet he gets a pass, right? It was years ago, right? He's black and oppressed, right? Give me a break. No one wants skeletons of the past to surface, and we've all got our stuff. But before these tight-wearing justice warriors ride in on their wave of dignity, perhaps they should remember the verse, let he without sin cast the first stone. But speaking of cast, several Hamilton stars haven't voted in years. That puts them in good company with fellow social justice warrior Colin Kaepernick and many of these protesting snowflakes around the country, more dedicated to crying about the election than participating in the electoral process. We should all take the moral high ground, but if the left for 1 second thinks they own that road, they are dead wrong.
Together, we will make America and Israel safe again.
My radio audience in Missouri elected Donald Trump president by 70%. Therefore, I am applying to be the U.S. ambassador to Israel.
Well, maybe I'm not the norm. I'm not camera friendly. I don't wear clothes that fit me.
He is a very reasonable and accommodating person. And all you have to do is talk to the people who know him, who've worked with him for a long period of time. And you'll see he is not the monster that many people try to portray him.
We had a great meeting today. I think the end result is you'll like the final pick, which is the only one that counts.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Get him out of here! Get him out of here!
Hello, Mr. President. Hello, Weinbaum.
Take me! Take me!
Oh, forget it! Pull yourself together! You're making me sick! Be a man!
All right! But hear me and hear me well. The day will come. Oh, yes. Your day of reckoning is coming when an evil wind will blow through your little play world and wipe that smug smile off your face. And I'll be there in all my glory, watching as it all comes crumbling down.
What do you know from funny, you